Your knee, head, and neck.
Hello, good morning. My name's Ian,
I'm Lauren.
and today we're bars and bells, and we've been doing some editing. And when we do editing, we pick out all of our good form, all of our bad form,
And I'm Lauren.
and all of our weird intonations as we say hello. So welcome. Today's practice is our restore and recharge practice, where we start with our breath, we'll work on small things like our ankle mobility, dexterity drills, and build things to help our get-ups and those squats.
Shall we?
First, the breath. We said we need a chair, so Lauren's
right.
quickly go get that chair from off camera. I'm going to get to the floor, and either get yourself to the floor or a chair for our ankle, knee, hip warm-up on the ground. If you're with me on the floor, head on the floor, get to a nice comfortable position, adjust the hair as you need to maintain the neutral spine. Are you settled in yet?
Nope.
Okay, well get right. Get the workspace just right. At the foot, if you're on the ground with me, grab the front of the shin. And if you're seated, you might grab the bottom of the hamstring. At the ankle, pull the foot to shin and make a fist with your toes. Then point towards your plantar flex or ballet foot. Regrip those socks, regrip a fist, and dorsiflex or pull the foot to shin. Open the toes and relax. Then grip the toes, make a fist, and then turn your ankle into center. Regrip the fist, turn it towards the outside, very small range of motion, and then return to center. Relax the toes and let them wiggle. For 1 rep now, start in dorsiflexion.
Oof.
Let's grip those toes, and then drawing a circle towards the center. So my shape is counterclockwise as I slowly go from the dorsiflex karate foot towards my ballet foot. I work out towards the side. I'm still thinking about those socks. My foot is now on straight or dorsiflexed, and then for 1 more repetition, we'll go to the outside, grab the socks, turn those corners with confidence, but also awareness of that Charlie horse, and then bring it back to that dorsiflex position. Wiggle the toes, and then shake it out. And you can stay right there. Lay on the ground as you were. You can do the same thing from other positions too. I want to say hello and see my friend Lauren here.
What's up?
Let's go. At the foot again, At the foot from that dorsiflex position, make a fist. Pull it more, maybe, and then do your point. Then regrip that fist as the foot, and then pull or dorsiflex back to the shin. Regrip the fist as allowed, and turn in. Whew. Grip it, turn out. Pull it to center. Relax a little bit and wiggle. Then for the final movement on the ankle again, we'll make that fist with the ankle or the foot. Start in the dorsiflex shape. And now with my left leg, I'm going clockwise around a circle, trying to hold on to that fist with the ankles and the toes, supporting the leg. There's our awesome ballet point. Regrip those toes as you can, as you would pull that back and around into the dorsiflex position. And then last repetition, go to the outside. If your hand's on the knee the way I am here, we're really trying to fight that the tib fibs here, or your shin bones, do not move. At the point, regrip those toes, turn it in, bring it around to center, wiggle them out, and then put it down. You're comfortable in your position. I'm going to go back to the laying on the ground position. Lauren's going to stay seated, and we're going to go from our ankles to our knees.
See ya.
Hi, friend.
See ya.
Hi, friend. So, laying on your back, do the chin tuck. Make the head neck just right. From the hip, bring the knee towards the chest. At the knee, we'll do that external rotation. It's subtle, but turn out at the knee and allow yourself to flex the knee more. From there, grip with the hamstrings or the back of the leg, and then extend through the knee with tension and control. To your safe full extension, Hold for a 1/1000, and no slingshots. Let it control back like it's easy. I find coming home almost harder.
I have to do this seated again.
At the knee, we're going to do our internal rotation, turning the heel out just slightly. Then bend the knee, grip on the hamstrings or the backs of the knees again from here, and then extend through the knee. To your safe full extension, hold for a 1/1000, dorsiflexing on the ankle, and then bring it home with control, and then reset. Stay there. If that position is good for you, as Lauren has said, the chair is pretty darn hard. Do you want to switch?
Well, I have to be even.
Okay, even things out. But always
It's
look
gonna
for
be more
different
super.
positions. There isn't one position. There are just many we can choose from. This is another one. From sitting tall, we would bend the knee, externally rotate. Without moving the knee, it's going to stay in the same place as you go into that nice extension shape. 1/1000, own it all the way home. Then we'll internally rotate on the knee, and the same idea here. The knee stays in the same place as you look to extend with the dorsiflexed ankle, and then nice and slow all the way home. And relax. Knees and ankles, they're friends. Hi, friends. You know what else is friends with those body parts? The hips. They're right next door to those knees, and just a hop, skip, and a jump away from those ankles.
So what should we do?
So we can stay seated, actually.
Oh,
Or we could get into that classic figure 4 position. I'm going to spin around and do that figure 4 from my back. Lauren, I can't see, but be strict about it. You know how I want to get that ankle up on that knee? Show them.
one leg goes out nice and straight. We're going to lift, bend, rotate it, and get it up on that other leg. From there, get organized. Let's put our foot in line with our quad here, nice and flush. Sit tall. Gently close the gate by bringing the knee towards the chest, rotating in its hip, and then push the gate open, driving the knee towards the floor, but using your glute to do that. Let's just hold open for 3, 2. Now I want you to think about pulling the gate closed. Pull it by using those adductors to close the gate. And then push the gate open. Butt cheek, butt cheek, butt cheek. Open, hold. 3, 2. Now, gather up tension here. Make everything nice and tight. We're going to try to lift this ankle off the knee. In 3, 2, keeping that shape. Lift it off. You're right, I'm not touching, but that's okay for 4, 3, 2. Maybe let it slide off. Rotate and place down.
1 second.
1 second. PSA.
Could you get back there, Lauren?
Oh,
darn it. When the knee is going up, press the hip to open or lower. Think about creating separation and almost lift this ankle away to let it come down.
That's as far as it goes.
Good. It doesn't have to be a lot. But Lauren's going to move her knee up by pressing heavily here and driving from her hip butt. And then to bring the gate back down, almost idea of lifting up that ankle over there to create room in the hip. That's a double rep for Lauren. That's heavy work. Let's just get to the other side from here.
Same thing other side. So leg goes straight. It lifts up. It bends. It tries to lift more and rotate. Finding the other leg. And then getting organized. Flush on the other quad there. Sitting up tall. Let's pull the knee towards the chest by pushing down in the ankle. Push down into that ankle as that leg pulls towards your chest. Now, Ian said as we push away, we almost try to lift this ankle up. That's interesting. Repeat. Drive down and pull towards you. Sorry, I'm thinking so much I can't talk at the same time. And then pushing away, but thinking about lifting this ankle off the other leg. Now stay there. Keep driving down, but keep trying to lift that ankle off your leg for 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep lifting. Maybe it slides off, rotates, rests. Nice.
Nice.
Great. From here, we're going to stand up, clear the area.
Finally.
And move around our movement clock.
You know what we didn't do after all that? Our breathing.
Well, I didn't want to tell you that you forgot it right away. We'll do it at the end.
Finish that.
Stand up.
Okay.
Movement clock.
Movement clocks. Okay. Getting into some of our toe lunges and squats later today. First, let's set that up with our movement clock. Would you dare to take a step forward and land exclusively with your heel? That's kind of really hard. Instead, take that step forward and land toe ball heel. Encourage the knee to go towards forward, keep the back heel heavy, and push to center. Alternate to the other side. Let's go right and then alternate to the other side left here. Toe ball heel, encourage the knee over the toe, keep the back heel as heavy as it can, and then push forward to go back. Back to the right side then, 1/8 of a turn if we will, or to 2 o'clock on the clock face. Toe ball heel, push towards that 2 o'clock mark to come back to the center. Laterally facing foot, forward facing hips, push, create some tension between you and the floor, return to center. Let's take 10 seconds on this one. Hike up this hip, not truly hike, but compress in that hip to pull into the hip socket. And on that single leg, let's take 10 seconds to rotate and try to find the new corner. For 5 more seconds, I'm truly only at, again, about 2 o'clock here, and I'm trying to get my hips to face that number 3. And I want to own that as I come all the way back to center. Then we'll go toe ball heel to the back.
So we don't get to step out of it?
Toe ball heel to the back. That is Lauren's favorite corner to step out of. Then again, I'm going to push off the back foot to come forward. And I messed up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just bring that awareness on that pivot leg for right now. Keep the hip through. Slurp up that compression in the other side. And again, shoulders and hips are going to work as a team here as we turn to face a new corner. Not with the foot, but with that standing leg hip. Let's go slow back to center. And then like we do the other side, let's go toe ball heel to the back. And then push forward. And now that I did all that, I think we didn't go to the left.
Let's just do it all again.
Let's go to the left. One more time to the left. As long as we touch all those bases. So just go the other way here. Toe ball heel. Push to center. There might be one corner that's missing. We'll get at that next time. From here, we're going to do our hip flexor lunge. So let's take 10 seconds to get down into our lunge stance. Stride forward or back, hips underneath, and now 10, 9, 8. Slow and steady. Vertical shin in the front, just like Lauren's showing, is so beautiful. Now stay here. Now encourage that knee that's in the front of Lauren's there to go towards over the toe.
BRB.
Sometimes we need those knee pads. So in this shape, my hips are forward, and as Lauren will show shortly here, the knee is encouraging to go over the toe. Once we're set up, one more second for Lauren again, encouraging the knee over the toe. From here, squeeze this back butt cheek, push that foot back, and push forward, encouraging yourself to get to that super tall position where Lauren's vertical shin is checked in and her back hip is continuing to push through. Relax. Where can you go in a little bit of a drift or slide forward? We're keeping those level hips as we go. Encouraging knees over toes. From here, hug into center. Squeeze your back butt cheek and then push through that front leg, returning yourself to only vertical shins, keeping this hip pushing forward, and then relax that tension. Let's stand up by spreading the floor, pushing down and back, and then bringing ourselves to tall. You have two hips, alternate to the other side. Step back, tuck under the hip, encourage the vertical shin in the front as we go to the ground with that nice hip extension on the back leg. Tuck under, make sure our hips are nice and level, and then push the knee towards forward, and then squeeze the butt cheek in the back, and then drive forward through Lauren's bent knee in the front to get it towards that vertical shape in the front, keeping this hip in the back, pushing forward. Coast or relax the tension. Do that one more time. Where can you get in the easy way? Knee over toe, but making sure the ankle stays heavy. Adductor pull into center into that straw. Squeeze your back butt cheek and push so heavily through the front leg, create that tension or torque. Extend through the back hip. Hold for 3, 2, relax tension. But then reintegrate that tension by spreading the floor, standing up, to tall. We're going to take a step back from that movement clock and hopefully, well, I know Lauren's going to get it all right. It's her favorite move. Get those ankles going first. We'll come back to some of our toe lunges and toe squats.
Okay. With your balance aid, I'm going to get mine because these can be tricky.
Uh-oh.
2 feet to start. 2 feet parallel, tall, tall. Squeeze your glutes, push them forward, brace your abs, kneecaps up. Then you're going to have to relax some of those parts as you push your knees over your toes. Let's stay here for a second, knees over toes. Could you roll up off of your heels onto your toes? Try to stay at this height or lower as you put your heels back down. Try not to pop up. Same thing again. Up to those toes. Maybe you sink a little lower, but when your heels go down, you at least stay at the same height. And then stand up all the way tall. Squeeze through. Great. Let's do that again. Knees over toes. This time, keep your heels down, stand up tall, but roll to the tips of your toes. Tippy toes here for 3, 2, slow descent down. All the way to your heels. Repeat. Knees over toes. Stand up tall. Roll up. Slow descent. 3. Knees straight. 2. Butt squeezed. 1. This time, right back up to tiptoes. Knees forward. Little bit of a squat. Heels come down. Stand up tall. Tiptoes. Knees over toes. Heels come down. Wait for it. Go back to your tiptoes. Could you go a little lower? Heels come down. Back to your tiptoes. One more. Heels come down. Sorry, tiptoes. Heels come down. Stand up all the way tall. Shake it out. Whew.
I thought that was supposed to be just so nice on those low body parts, and my exercise is going to be on the burns. But I think we got the double burn. Let's shake it out.
The double burner.
Double burner. And then we're going to go with the lateral version of that same idea with our knees over toes. So lower again, facing laterally.
Do we need a knee pad again?
You might need that knee pad or that piece of carpet. Put something underneath the knee. Truthfully,
Ian, come back up. 10 seconds.
10-second lunge. Which side do we want first? This one. Set up that lunge. Check your shin in the front. Maintain, aim for vertical. Scissoring in. We stepped away as we came up. Pull in as we descend into that lunge. Now heel toe to either 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, at most 9 o'clock, and I'm maybe like 9:30 here. The knee is again
9:30.
somewhere facing sideways. Okay, cramp up this hip here. And where can we get in an easy way out to the side? Then re-squeeze this butt cheek here. Push over there towards this wall in my case, and only push and continue to push, but only to tall, as if there's a burner here. We don't want to get touched on this side. And relax. Where can we get easy style? Towards the side. Encourage that knee over toe. Maintain the heel up. I feel mine wanting to lift. From here, cramp this butt cheek out at the side, push over here, keep the hips forward, keep pushing, but don't let yourself get burned. 3 and 2, and coast that away. Let's stay tall. From here, heel toe to the center. Square up those hips, drive down and away to come forward. A little bit tough on those balance with Lauryn and I so tight here. We'll do that on the other side, same thing. Step back into the drop lunge. Keep that upright upper body. Pull in on the front leg as we're extending through the back. Then, at the bottom of the lunge, heel toe open towards the side. Stay tall, stay level. Where can we get in an easy fashion? Knee towards over toe. Then make sure that this hip over here is extended or squeezed. Push over there through the bent knee and continue to push to tall. We're pushing out of that hip socket, feeling a crazy kind of burn on this straight leg over here, and then relax. Where can we get in an easy capacity? Knee towards over toe. Then extend this hip, meaning squeeze it.
Which hip? Sorry, this one?
The right for Lauryn, the one Lauryn just touched there. This leg. Then push over there. Push, push, push. Keep that hip tall. Holy cow. And then heel toe to center. Keep that length. Drive away. Stand up tall. Shake it out. Lauren's practicing her nose breathing and also her impassive face. I think she wants to scream, or at least her hip
Impassive.
as well. Just a little bit quick rib ideas here. Let's set up in our second stance, which might be like your squat. Always allow some personalization on those squat stances. Let's set up with our feet in parallel, then pivoting on those heels, and then transfer weight to one side, point to where you can get, tap down. Let's set up with the feet right here. And then it's almost a fall. Sometimes that means fall fares. And for me, that never meant the midway, but we can still look at the midway here. Let's go to the Ferris wheel first. On the Ferris wheel, we're gonna slide left, slide right, come center. Not like up and down, more like an elevator. Go down, go up, go down, go up. Now, let's go lateral. I'm left. We'll go down or around this circle corner, square, diamond, what's the shape? To the right, then lifting up through the rib cage, but not the shoulders. Then we'll do one more revolution on this Ferris wheel this way. And did you like going forwards or backwards on a Ferris wheel? Once you get to go both ways, and then relax. Right, facing.
I don't know. Do Ferris wheels go backwards?
Don't they? Not sure.
Let's go the other way.
Let's go the other way though, regardless. We're gonna slide to the right. This time, go up first.
Whoa.
And around.
Tricked me.
And back. But is that actually the same way? So let's switch. This way.
You're not very good at keeping track this morning.
Up and around. Last one or two here.
Never asked him to count for you.
Get that Ferris wheel shape going. Feel that spine. Shake that out. Relax. From there, we're going to skip right into the windmills from that lunge position. So take 10 seconds in the nice lunge. Toe ball heel, nice lunge to vicious lunge. Vicious lunge could include our little toe balance.
Luxury.
From last week, let's show this side profile again. So from last week, we tried to do that lunge while on the balance point on the front, taking our time to descend into that lunge, trying to keep this shin nice and vertical, and then to up. Let's try that if we're ready for that, or just more classic lunge things. Set up, toe ball heels. And again, I'll try to get onto the ball of the foot, and we're adducting and hugging center, no sickled ankles here. Now, take your time, pulling yourself down for 8, 7, 6. Just nice and slow. 3, 2, I know, Lauren said I can't count. Might as well milk it for what it's worth. Then go that heel down. Now, Lauren, tell us about that one, though.
Step to open your leg. Chopping hip, rotating and hinging that hip back so our hand finds the floor nicely underneath our shoulder. Let's shift our weight a little bit forward so we can feel the weight into our hand, all the way up our arm, into that packed shoulder. Then push the hand away, extend your hips and unrotate. Repeat. Rotate and hinge. Hand finds floor. Shift that weight over to stack both shoulders. Feel the grip as if you could sweep that back leg through. Push your hand away. Extend and unrotate. Front foot moves. How are we going to stand up?
Let's go toes.
Let's go to toes.
Ooh. Then the heel has to come down in the front and forward. Not has to, but it's probably optimal.
Safety.
Same thing other side. Nice, Lauren. Set up that lunge. Drop steps. Vertical shins. Nice and control. Pulling the front leg in as we're extending the other hip forward. Then that heel comes down. And as Lauren said, wiggle out to the side.
Rotate that foot open. Excuse me. Now we're going to rotate, chop that hip, hinge, hand finds floor. Notice how my shoulders are not stacked, but when I shift my weight over my hand, now I've created that stacked line. Imagine lifting your back leg, push away, hip drives through. Sorry, I'm thinking. Rotate, hinge to come down, hand finds floor. Shift that weight over again. Nice straight elbow, hands gripping the floor, shoulders stacked. Push. I'm thinking right here, do I unrotate and then unhinge, extend. Front foot moves. Balls of toes. Pull the floor together underneath you to create tension. Up. Oops. Put that foot down.
Again, not impossible, but probably easier if you have that heel down in the front. Lauren had to pause there and said, I'm just thinking. And I catch myself in these practices doing the very same thing. These practices online, these last 6 months, have really given us opportunities to think about even the movements that we do almost in our sleep.
But actually, sometimes.
Actually. So if you're thinking about what the heck is going on in your body, you're in the right place. We can always find ways to make it harder, make it easier, and keep working with our favorite things. Or maybe our not favorite things. And some of our unfavorite things might be some of our toe squats. But let's get back towards that second position. So first, transfer weight to this one. Point, reach where it can go, and then down. Don't kick your partner off the screen. From here, let's get to the toes. Hang out for 3 or 4 seconds more. Are your bums squeezed? Would you prefer that balance aid to the side? Take 5 seconds, straighten the knees, and pull the heels to the floor. Then descend into that horse stance sumo squat version here. As you can see with Lauren, pretty darn parallel with the door frame on her backside. And then from here, also can we try to find those tippy toes. We're pushing these ankle bones here forward, sending energy out of the toes. Then let's go back to the heels, push away from center to stand up. For 2 more repetitions, let's try toe squat of the toes to start. Up to the balls of those feet. And it doesn't matter how low you go, but pull yourself towards your safe horse stance squat. From there, can you stand up while on your toes? And for today, let's give it that opportunity to reset, heels heavy. 1 more time, push away from center to rise up, and then pull into center to descend. Hang out, check those ankle positions, Push away from center to stand up. And heels heavy with control. Then let's do one more lunge today. We'll get back to the windmill and back to that upper body to get this nice rotation.
What's going on? Sorry. I'm recovering.
The windmill rotation.
Oh, so we have to lunge again. Okay. Sometimes I just need this moment to recover.
Take a moment. I like
Take an arm, cross it across your chest. Take the leg you can touch, drop it back. So back tuck foot, slow descend, vertical shin, even when we're doing our get up down. Nice soft landing on the hard floor. Front foot opens. Sorry, this is not part of
I
it.
think that's my cue.
Well, I'm trying to suck it up, but it's really hard to suck up. Okay, there we go.
Your favorite friends, the pros, do this.
From here, rotate that upper body. Ugh. Then hinge those hips back. Hand finds that floor. Shift your weight over that hand to stack both shoulders over hand and wrist. Elbow straight. 3, 2, push the hand away. Hips go back, but then you unrotate and hips drive through. One more time. Rotate, hinge. Hips go back, hand finds floor. Weight shifts over your hand. Could you even lift that back knee for a second? Place it back down. Push the hand away. Unrotate, extend your hips. Front foot walks back to center. I was thinking about getting up out of this bottom position of a lunge. This is hard for a lot of people. So before you go 100%, start pushing 50% into the floor. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Good. So gradually get that tension up and then blast off. Step back. Oh, sorry. Cross the other arm. Step back lunge. You know, every time I do this, I think about smacking a pack of KD cheese on my thigh. Anyway, step back lunge. Tuck under.
I think of AV.
Slow descend. Yeah. Slow, slow, slow. Down. Soft landing. Front foot takes that step open. Rotate that upper body and hinge on those hips. Hips will reach back. Hand finds the floor to grip. Shift your weight over. Could you lift that back knee for a second? Put it down. Push the hand away. Unrotate, extend. One more time. Rotate, hinge. Hand finds floor. Shift. Prepare to lift, but don't. Push away. Unrotate, extend hip. Front foot moves. Start your power up. Did that help? Maybe not the sound effect.
Sound effects almost always help. I can't commit that we're not going back to the ground. It says leave that pillow, carpet, rubber tile handy. However, let's go back to those low body movements. And coming back to the toe squat. I'd like to do 3 of them. From first,
I'll just stand on it.
Pondu.
No, I won't.
Wiggle a little bit. Get your favorite stance. Press the toes. Pull yourself down. Ankles forward. Sitting tall. Stand. Reset heels. Stand, please stand full feet if that works for you. If you're enjoying this challenge of the toe squat, continue for 2 more repetitions.
You might have a chair or something in front of you.
Pushing down and out. Push so hard the heels come up. Then through these adductor groin muscles here, keep the hips extended as we pull ourselves to low. Those ankle bones forward, give them some eyeballs maybe. And then push away to stand up tall. Reset those heels. Final repetition. Push down and away to press the toes. Pull yourself low. Again, our upper body is upright like a piece of toast in a toaster. Those ankle bones are pushing forward, spreading knees away to stand up. Hold balance. Heels forward down. Heels toes in. Shake it around.
Bye.
Lauren's leaving. She's had enough. I didn't want to go on her run today.
Oh,
so I didn't.
All
Different
right.
bodies, different skills, play with that tension and have some fun. From here, I'd like to get back to a bird dog. We're gonna slow things down, we're gonna watch Lauren. She's gonna work hard for a couple moments and then we'll join her. Maybe scooch forward a little bit.
Like
Towards the camera, sorry. Yep, that's gonna be great.
front stage.
Perfect. Okay, so here I am off to the side. From here, all four stance, bear pose.
Perfect.
Take the right leg, watching the right leg here, and extending the knee and the hip, meaning the foot will touch the floor the whole time, and the knee and the hip extend. As we did here, you can see how Lauren's honey pot or bowl of punch here did not move. She'll pull the knee underneath the body, replace the all fours, check the shoulders, check the head and neck, and then alternate to the other side. Again, we have this bowl of honey, something valuable on your back. You don't want it to fall. And we're extending through the hip to touch. Keeping it level, holding for time, pulling under. One of the basic exercises, again, that I was taught way back in university and probably don't do enough. It's so easy. Why would you do it? Do it. It's hard. Let's join in Lauren here. I'm going to cue an extension. Get yourself to all fours. Check in on those wrists that we have wide open hands, blood donations forward. Take a single leg and take time to extend the hip and the knee, meaning straighten away from the body. If you can satisfy that the head neck feels comfortable, the core shape looks consistent with Lauren's, press the toes into the floor in the back. Does that turn on your bum cheek? Find a way to turn on your bum cheek by pressing down. Then take time and pull the knee back underneath. I'm aiming for about 10 to 15 seconds here of work. Take a quick moment's rest, repack shoulders and wrists, and alternate to the other side. Extending through the knee and the hip, straightening out the leg and the back. Lauren just is beautifully tucking these hips, making sure that we're nice and level. Pressing down through the back foot, getting more tension through the core glutes, and then taking your time to bring your knee underneath. And rest. Take your time, take your breath, reset that rep by sitting on your knees, sitting in your tall.
Are we doing it again?
Rest for a second.
Oh, rest.
Just rest. So that's a lot of work on those hands. The extension, of course, could be to lift the leg in the back. However, when we go to lift the leg in the back, you want to make sure that it's absolutely not happening from the low back and instead from the buttock. Exactly. Avoiding sway back shapes. It's a shape. It'll happen. We're trying to keep those belly buttons up and lift from the bum. Relax. I want to get on the action too. So I'm going to do the same thing, a couple more in a row. We have our wide open hands. I'm on all fours. From here, I'm going to extend my right knee and hip, tracing the floor. I'll press that toe into the floor, activating my core and glutes, and then keeping the hip extended, lift off the floor, maybe pointing the toe. Hold for 3, 2, toe down. I have maybe 2 inches to clear, and then bring the knee forward, flexing the hip. Alternate to the other side. On all fours, extend through that hip. Lengthen out, press down into the floor. Hold for 3.
No spilling your honey
2,
pots.
Bring the knee forward. Let's go one more time together.
Sorry, I was just tired.
Lauren can cue us along as we go.
So get that neutral spine first there, Ian. Honey pot, nice. Now slowly extending that single leg to reach it out the back behind you. No twisting or dipping. And then maybe if that cheek is fired up because you push that foot in the floor, then we lift from the cheek. You should feel it tap down and then pull under. Oh, you're doing it again? One more time each side, Ian, to be even. Reaching long. Good. Staying tucked and braced so I can kick you in the stomach. Fire up that glute by pushing the toe into the floor. If the glute's ready, then lift the leg. Hold. 3, 2, tap down. Pull underneath. Done? Are you even?
I'm even.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Come on up. Take our time. And then Lauren has a fourth weight transfer to finish us with today.
Do I ever? Let me just clear my area here. You might want to balance aid nearby. I would like you to first stand in parallel. Then, actually, let's do something fun. Take one leg, keep your feet in parallel, point it forward, and place down through a toe, a ball, a heel. So right now we have parallel feet. From here, let's push off of our back foot, pushing into our toes, and think about transferring 100% of weight into your front foot. So maybe that back foot's off the floor for 3, 2. Now toes of the back foot, balls, heels, go down as you push your front foot forward and your heel comes up of your front foot, then your toes leave, and maybe a full transfer to your back leg. Hold. 3, 2, toe, ball, heel, accept. Pull the leg towards you as you push off your back leg. Pause right here. You're on the back ball of your foot. I want you to come up to the front toe as well, if you'd like. So now you're on 2 tiptoes. Keep pushing off your back foot. Maybe find a full transfer of weight onto your front foot again, staying on your tiptoe. Hold. 4, 3, 2. Put that back foot down. Let's push off of that front foot, staying on the balls of the feet on the back foot. So staying on those tiptoes. Can you transfer weight to your back toes, back of the leg? Staying on that balance pose for 3, 2. Front foot comes down with control. We're now in between feet. So we have weight evenly between both legs. Slowly come down so your heels find the floor. Push that front leg forward to a pointed foot, and then pull the leg underneath. Interesting. Same thing other side. Point the other leg to the front. Toe ball, heel it down. As you push through that back foot, a flat foot out front to balance first on, pointing that back leg, trying to hold a balance for 3, 2, then back foot absorbs the landing, toe ball, heel, push that front leg forward as you transfer weight to the back leg, holding this balance for 4, 3, 2, toe ball, heel. We're going to push off that back foot, but push up onto our front toes as well. Right. Keep pushing through that back leg to transfer up to 100% of your weight onto one front leg. Hold. 3, toe balance. 2, back leg taps down, absorbs through the ball of the foot and the toes. Push the front leg forward to transfer weight to the back leg to find a back leg balance for 4, 3, 2. Front foot touches down. Now both heels come down with control, knees straightish. Push off the front foot, transfer weight to your back leg as you pull your front leg under. Cool. We did that the last time in more of our fourth or turned out position, but I tried to do it in parallel today for something different. I liked it.
There's no right variation. There's just different variations that we should practice all the time.
All the time.
Move it always. Move in always.
Always.
And as always, thank you very much for joining us here today live.
Should know by now.
In the archives. It's Friday for us. We're heading to the beach. It always takes us longer to leave, but we stick to our plan, stick to the basics, and I promise by Sparkly Hour, we'll be there.
Great.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us. We do hope to share some scenes from the beach this weekend with you. Last time we tried, didn't really work out, but we'd like to look forward to doing that same thing this weekend. Hopefully sharing some swings or stretches in the sand.
Or book reading. We'll see who wins.
I'm Ian.
I'm Lauren.
Together we're Bars and Bells. Let's keep training with simple strength for fun. Have a good weekend. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.